Hello everyone and welcome to my first Let's Play ever. This will be a test of my skills and if I'm any good at this, so please bear with me because as I said, I am new to this. I've been watching other people play, like Jeff Major and Basher and Variax and all of the fathers of Let's Play, sort of. Anyway, the game, as you can see, is Elemental War of Magic. Now, I could try to explain this game, but it's basically RTS meets RPG with some civilization in the mix. The game is created by a company called Stardock, and this is version 1.07, the latest patch. It was released, I believe, a day or 2 days ago. One more thing that I would like to point out is that I'm Swedish, and sometimes I will forget English words, and sometimes I will pronounce it in a British dialect and sometimes in an American accent. It's the way I've been taught English, and that's one example. I will use the word taught. Anyway, we will be playing a new game. We will not be playing the campaign. I believe you could play it yourself. I don't want to spoil the campaign for anyone. The new game option is basically a freeform game where we will have a sandbox and a randomly generated map to play on, and we are going to have a name for this world, and because I am from Sweden, we will call it Sweden, just because I love my country. The world size, you have tiny, small, medium, and large right now. There will be bigger maps in later patches. We are going to be playing on a large map because it's pretty large. We will be playing on normal difficulty and victory conditions. There are the usual suspects: Conquest, Diplomatic, Master Quest, and Spellmaking. Okay, the last two are not usual. This one is pretty much kill everything. This one, as you might gather, is basically United Nations. Well, basically. The Master Quest is there is a quest line that you need to find artifacts and create an item, and then you will win the game. And the last one is a research victory, where you will research the spell of making and you win the game. I don't care about these three. I just want to kill things. So we are going to do conquest. Simple. The options for the world option. I wish I had that in real life. World option. I want more horses or beavers or, well, anything. Sorry. Notable locations, quest, and pacing. Pacing is basically the run speed of the game. Quests are locations on the map that will give you quests to do, and notable locations will be points of interest, basically, if you have a GPS. That is the world we will be playing. And next, now we are going to create our sovereign, our leader, and our king of the hill, hopefully. This is my character that I usually play, but as you can see, it's a character made for testing purposes because I have cheated and given myself everything I can possibly have, and the maximum starting in everything. Just it's just testing reasons. Uh, so as you can see, there is actually not another custom built character. So this will be actually a brand new person that we will be using, and let's create the name. Of course, my internet name, Tingle. Name of my those of you who want to know, this is, well, actually this is the name of a bad guy in a book, the brother Lionheart, and I basically just added an L for copyright purposes. Well, sort of. We will be playing a male character because, well, basically I've been playing games for far too long, so I've actually evolved myself not to create females with big boobies. So I will actually use man. Now, the race, you have men, Mancers, Ioneers, Amerians, Tarthans, Cracks, Wraiths, Trogs, Urkson, Quendar, and back to men. You can create custom races in this game. It's all XML driven, so this game is extremely mod friendly. It's, oh, you should, I mean, just a few days after release there was a bunch of mods on the official website. The points, character creation points. Oh, never heard of those before in an RPG game. No. What are they? Well, it's basically, well, you know what it is. If you're watching this, you know what this is. But the points over here go into everything here except clothes and backstory. Those cost nothing. But if you want to buy armor, or if you want to buy equipment, or if you want to buy talents and attributes, you will have to use your points. First of all, what we are going to be looking at is the spell book. This is a very important thing. Because they let you throw magic at your enemies. The number one, actually, wait a minute. Summoning is actually missing. Huh. Why is summoning magic missing? That's weird. They probably removed it then. Huh. I was going to say that summoning magic is the most important spell book you can take, but it's gone. It's missing. Don't know why, actually. Well, the second most important is not fire, it's air. You get a pretty good spell, an electric spell. But given that this one's missing, I'm wondering what else they changed. But I'm gonna go with the proven. I'm gonna go with air and earth. Now you can find the other books during a game, but it's extremely hard. It's very hard. So if you want to do a lot of magic in the beginning, and I know most people take all the books, they don't care, they just spend, 33 left from 50, so it costs a lot, but, well, you know what? Should I or should... No, no. Nope. I will go with earth and I will go with air. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then comes the base stat. Well, of course, strength is how hard you hit. Intelligence increases the effectiveness of the spell. Very important. Very important. So we need 2 points there. Charisma, the cost of recruiting champions. We will not put any points into it because we will have enough money anyway. So it's pointless. You need the other things more. Dexterity, defense. Always good to have defense. We will put 2 points into defense. And wisdom. As you can see, the number of action points you take to cast a spell in battle. So the more points, the more you can actually, if this is right, like it is right now, you can cast 1 spell, I believe. And no, wait, the spells have different costs, and I believe wisdom determines how many times. By having a higher number, you can, for instance, cast 3-point spells 3 times, because that's 9 points and you have 10 points. I believe this is the same as Essence, which is it's actually called in the game. I'm not sure about that, so we'll have to find out. Constitution, hit points, always good with hit points. We're actually going to go with 13. Leaving us 8 points. We will get a profession. Now, profession gives you bonuses to your character. Minor increases metal mines by 20%. Warrior gives you an attack rating bonus. Bard decreases the cost of recruiting heroes. Thief gives more loot. Royalty increases prestige for your cities. Warlords start the game with 2 sentinel units, which you didn't need because you used to have summoning and you can get a bear, so much better unit. Merchant, you will start with a Gildar. Gildar is gold. It's called Gildar in this game. The assassin will have a double attack damage from champions, and adventurer will move faster. Duh. Dungeon Master will do more damage to creatures because he's used to crawling in dungeons and hitting spiders. Now, what we are looking for is actually the Gildar each turn, because you will start producing gold right away. Only 1, but if you get lucky and you get companions that also has the merchant traits, you will produce 2. And so you start the game by actually getting money from the beginning. Talents. Well, I can only take natural leader or daring. Now, what I wanted to do is this one. I need 2 more points for that one. The reason is that it will produce 1 arcane knowledge point. Actually, this is the one I wanted. Produces... No, this is the one. Arcane knowledge. Because when we start the game, we can start